we are still somewhere
The camera is here.
outside. Okay. Okay. There are a few questions that Irfaan has to answer on behalf of Anaqi. Okay. So, like I asked you just now, kan, what is the misconception people always have about special need kid that you find it very hard to explain?
Well, the misconception is that I get around is that people say people who are like Anaqi, that is special, is actually useless.
Oh.
And for me, when they actually don't have brothers or sisters or siblings, family members that are special, that has special needs, they actually don't know how it feels like and if they are useless or not. But actually, for me, having a family member who are actually special is actually useful because he could actually help in at least help to on the light, help to off the light or on the fan and all that. But then what people misunderstand, because they don't have family members who are special need, they think that they don't even have it and they just say it, that they know that they are useless and all that, because they just say it by seeing it, you know. So that is what I actually don't like. So yeah, but then they can actually help people. It's just that it's a little bit hard to understand our language because they are special.
Okay, alright. So, friends know you as a normal person. Okay, but when they discover that you have a special need brother, I'm sure their reaction change and their perception towards you also change. So, how do you handle this kind of change?
How I handle it is just if they misunderstand how the family member, my special family members actually do the works and all that, I will explain and let them to understand. At least if they don't understand, they will accept it, you know, because he's my family member, what to do. And we don't choose the family member, we don't choose our parents, we don't choose our siblings. It's Allah who is the one who chooses. So we cannot you know, like just because we don't know how it feels like, we just don't accept it. So yeah, that's how I handle it.
Okay, alright. So, is it too much responsibility for you to always be on the lookout for your brother?
I don't think so, because people who are special need, they need help. So it is a responsibility to you, even though you are the little brother who is actually shy and all that, you know. But then if you have a big brother who's like that, you still have to, you know, take care of them, even though it's a big responsibility and it may be hard, but then you get used to it, you know.
Okay. So, like I asked you just now, is it a burden? I mean, like, is it a very big responsibility for you?
Yeah, it is. But then when you do it as like really many time you look out for your brother, it will seem like you are the big brother, and it's just like you are the big brother and you're looking for your little brother. It's just like that. It's not that big responsibility, but then when you start to do it, it feels like, but then it's not.
So, what often hurts you the most
About my brother?
Yeah.
It's just when the time where he cannot exactly like accept when people ask him to not do it. Like example, like one time he used to play with all this kind of like, yeah, I mean, like he do, you know, all the stuff that we actually don't let him to do. So when we ask him to, he like no lah, me, like all that. So we like kind of don't like that. But then, apa tu memang macam tu because they are special and they don't actually get it. So we just need to sabar, and all that.
So what hurts you the most?
When they actually don't want to listen. When they actually don't want to
Who are they?
listen, I mean like my brother, if when he doesn't like to listen to me to do the stuff actually, like when like I ask him to do this but then he doesn't do it. So yeah, it kind of hurts me, but then I just sabar,
Alhamdulillah. Okay, as a public like me, okay, people around us, okay, what do you wish someone like me, okay, from the public to understand about having a special need family member? What should we understand from you that we actually do not understand because we do not have a family member like what you have now?
Okay. It's actually what I want to make you understand is that people who are normal and people who are special, you just try to compare yourself with people who are special in need. Like, okay, the difference is people who are normal, they can do they can understand our language, they can do whatever we ask them to do. But special need people, sometimes they don't understand our language, sometimes they don't even understand until they don't do it, they don't do what we ask them to do. So it's kind of like I want you to know that they are actually special because they may not actually be like what you expect, but then actually the big secret about them is that when like if they passed away and we passed away after them, they will actually wait us in front of heaven, and they will actually choose the people who they love and to join them to go to heaven. And they actually, if they have so many like they do so many wrong things, but then they won't actually have the sin, they won't have bad deeds, only us, the normal people.
Okay, alright. Okay. Having your brother always with you, most of the time you are both together. Do you have any feelings that this is restricting your movement a lot, making you feel having a lot of responsibilities around that? Do you feel that way?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Everything you and your brother do have been routine. That means both of you have been doing things together. Alright. What is that one thing that you wish you can break about this?
Nothing, because like I actually hate I actually hate seeing my brother going away from me actually. I don't actually like to what do you call that? Pisah. Like I don't really like him to
Be away from you?
Yeah, to be away from me. So I would expect he would follow me everywhere I go, and everything I do he will actually help and all that.
Do you find any problem to have him all the time with you? Do you need your space to be just alone for some time? Like maybe there are times that you just want to have time with your family, your friends, that you can play like everyone else without having to look after him and then play.
Sometimes I do, but then most of the time I would want to take care of my brother most. But when I want to take care of him, he would have friends. So when I want to take care of him, he would say no, and he would play with his friends. So when he is when he is playing with his friends, so I can play with my friends. So that's how I do.
Okay. What are the times that you say sometimes you need your own time, sometimes you don't mind having him around? So what are the times that you think you need to be by yourself? When are these times?
I actually don't have any time that I could be alone. If I'm sad, I will actually just call him and play with him to forget about my sadness and all that. So I don't really actually have time to be alone.
So in other words, you are complimenting him and he actually makes your life better as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, do you have any best friend whom you share your stories with? Maybe there are things that you don't want anyone to know, but you would like someone to actually give you the opinion of the things that you cannot actually share with your brother, you can actually share with your father or mother or your sister, grandma.
I don't have any best friend to tell, so I just keep it to myself. But then I will only trust my friend. I will only trust my friend if only they are trustful. And how I test it is that I will tell them a fake secret to keep it as a secret. Then if they could keep it as a secret, then I would tell. But then I don't actually have best friends who I tell all this stuff.
Now that they know this secret, do you think they believe you? You are on camera. Okay. My last question, yeah. How do you see yourself in the future? Because you said you would like to have your brother to do everything with you. So it's going to be like that until you grow up. But you know, human develops from one stage to another stage. So how do you see yourself
but then
in the future?
how I see myself in the future is that I would at least stay with my mom, because my mom said that if my brother doesn't have any job or anything, he just stay with my mom. So what I will do after all, when I get my job and all that, I will stay with my mom to take care of Anaqi.
Okay.
Even though I have my own responsibility when I'm big and all that.
Do you realize that there's a lot of Down syndrome people around?
Yeah, I do. I met them sometimes, then
Yeah, I saw you on TV. Okay.
like they are really nice. And it's just that they will just have to learn that to accept and all that, all the stuff.
Okay. My last question. Some of the people out there may have problems with their Down syndrome family members. Why don't you give your piece of advice to them?
Okay, I'm gonna give this advice to everyone who is watching and has and if they have a member that is special, that is a special need. I will say that even though that they are actually okay, you may think they are useless, but then they are not. So you just give them some works to do. Try to teach them. Try to Try to make them learn. Make them like almost normal. Like you don't really need to actually treat them special, but then you just treat them special, and you try to make them normal.
I see.
That is what you have to do, and it may sound complicated, but then how you treat them normal and special is that you treat them nicely, but at the same time you let them to do some work. So it's like that.
Your parents and your sister may be watching this. Is there anything you like your mom and dad to know about your feelings about them? Anything you want to tell them?
No. Wait. Let me guess. Let me think. I actually want, if my family members are watching, I want you to know that I really love you and thank you for take care of me. That's all.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
So thank you for sharing. Now you can play.
Bye-bye.
Your brother.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Press the button.